Hey everyone, it's Nat. Welcome back to Stock My Tank. Today I'm going to walk y'all through how I made a DIY bog filter for less than $100. Saving money. I'm so proud of myself. But first let's talk about why we're making a DIY bog filter. So some of y'all may know, but that black box right there is actually an above ground pond. And I have been running this pond for probably about 4 months now, and it has a really bad green algae in the water problem in the water column. I have been fighting this tooth and nail. I've tried everything. I've tried barley extract, I've tried blacking it out, I've tried floating plants. It's just, this is the final straw. So I've been researching bog filters, trying to understand how they work, and I wanted to see if I could build one really quickly and cheaply, and it's kind of a last ditch attempt to make this pond water clear. So let's see how it does. And some of y'all might know my dog from TikTok, Delphine, but she is here to help us build this filter today too. Okay, let's do a quick tour of the pond. Oh, yes, that water is extremely green, and it is a bit of an eyesore in my backyard. I am not thrilled to have friends and family over. I feel like it is the ugliest looking aquarium in my ownership at this time, so we really need to fix this. All right, so let's get into it. So you can see on the back of the pond, I have these two, they're called deck boxes. They're essentially planter boxes that can fit on the railing of a deck. So this pond has, I think, a 2x4 on each side around it, and these boxes fit perfectly. There's two of them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run pumps underneath each of these boxes. We're going to loop the filtration up, around, down through the bottom, cover the tubing with clay pellets, also called leca pellets, that I've bought from a hydroponics store. The water will then be pumped from the pond, up, around, down through the bottom, and then it'll be forced upward, where basically the concept is the heavier pieces of fish poop, debris, dirt, leaves will be stuck kind of in the gravel on the way up, and then the clean water comes out the top and spills over down to the bottom. So obviously there's no spillover right now, but that's one of the first things we're gonna do on this project is we are going to take our drill. We're going to drill some little waterfall holes out the top. I'm gonna start by doing this really conservatively, so just maybe one hole on each side, and then we'll see how much the pond pump can handle, and we will go from there. So now you can see we've got holes drilled, one in each box. Okay, so the air pumps I bought are from Walmart. I think they were about 10 bucks a piece. They are 130 gallon per hour pumps, and they are submersible. So if you're looking for something similar, this one's called the Aqua Pump, and I found it on walmart.com. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take some pipe, some tubing. I believe this is 13 millimeter tubing. It aligns with the same size as the pump, so check your box if you're not sure. And I'm just going to cut this in half so that we have one for each of our bog filters. So we're just gonna take our tubing, slide it on. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take clay leca pellets. You can find these at really any gardening or hydroponics or aquaponics store. And these are super great for filtration. They're basically just a form of clay pellet-like rock. I use them all the time in my filters, completely fish safe. And this is gonna be kind of the basis for our biological filtration in the bog filter. So yeah, I would highly recommend before you put this in your actual bog filter, make sure that you rinse these really well. So I'm gonna take that hose right there, give these a good wash, and you'll see a lot of kind of clay-like substance. See that on my hands will just come right off. You don't wanna discolor your water. And I especially don't wanna discolor my water any more than it already is. All right, let's go. And now we're going to dump in the clay pellet. Okay, now this is really, really important. For a bog filter to work, you have to pump the water from the bottom, way down there, and it has to naturally rise to the top. So If you're just gonna plug this thing and have the water pump out going down through the bog filter, it's the wrong direction. It's kind of opposite of what you would probably naturally think. So again, the water is gonna go down, it's gonna come up, and then it'll come out that hole, or one or more holes that I make. So I just turned the pump on, excuse the crazy wires, and she's running. And now the real question is whether or not that one hole is enough to balance all the water that is entering the bog filter. So we might have to drill one or two more, but we will find the right state. Are y'all ready to see the final result? Sorry, I only saved a short clip and I took down the pond right after this for the winter. But here it is. I think it looks pretty great. Pretty happy with the result. Thanks for watching. And yeah, my name is Nat, and you can find me at Stock My Tank on TikTok and other platforms. This was officially my first YouTube video. Bye for now. Please subscribe if you enjoyed.